Hello, fellow old farts. I don't know if anybody out there can hear me yet. I'm waiting on this to start here. I don't know if it's actually working. Today's going to be fun. I know we've got quite a few people out there. I hope you're out there. We've got I've got probably about 20 people that said that they're going to jump in here, and I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to that. I wanted to, say hello. To be honest with you, I had somebody scheduled to be my guest this week, and at the last minute, he bailed out, and he had to work. Imagine that, So anyway, so I decided I haven't done this before, opening up the show so that everybody could jump on and say hello and jump in. So if you're if you're watching and if you go in the chat, scroll back to the chat, there's a StreamYard link. And if you if you got a working webcam and a microphone, click on that StreamYard link and say enter the studio. You can kind of test out your connection there and everything, and see what you think. But and then jump in, and then I'm gonna kind of periodically bring people into the conversation here. So first of all, I know there's almost 11, 12 of you so far. Our drone cruise. I want to talk about that first here before I get too deep into any other conversations here. And oh boy, I see a bunch of people jumping in here. Good deal. Hey, Dre. I see Dre, and I see Dominic. Hey, there, and Al. Is there, the South Florida drone flyers there. Al is in there. I will get with you guys in just a minute, but first of all, I want to tell you guys about this drone cruise. If and I'm got to tell you, we're at the kind of the make and break point of having this happen. I'm probably still going to go, whether we get a group to go or if it's just me and my wife and a couple friends go. But I have to tell you that the coming up here on Monday, this coming Monday on October 10th, is our cutoff to get a reservation, a deposit in that is totally refundable. After Monday, if you put in a deposit, it's not 100% refundable. It scales there. So, it's maybe 40 or 50% refundable at a certain point in time, but it's 100% refundable. And you can pick a cabin, and, we're holding 16 cabins right now. And I have to tell you, this is one of the most in-demand cruises. It's also expensive. I know. I've heard from people that they thought it was expensive, and it is. And we're on an upscale luxury cruise line. Celebrity Cruises is not the run-of-the-mill cruise line. And we're in the prime time in Alaska, so the middle of June, and it's just going to be gorgeous time and gorgeous weather and the right time to be doing some spectacular sightseeing in Alaska. So anyway, I just want to let you know that if anybody is interested, get a hold of me either here through our Facebook Messenger or on YouTube. You can send me a message here, or you can send me a message at bob@oldfartswithdrones.com. And so any way that you can, get a hold of me as soon as you can, and we can get this fixed up. I got to tell you, it looks like it's going to be spectacular. But like I say, if we don't get a full crowd here, we may have to drop the idea. But I'm looking forward to not doing that. So if you're interested, jump in. Okay. So far, we got a whole group of guys that have already jumped in here, and I'm going to start with one guy in particular who's kind of the most responsible for the success of Old Farts with Drones, and that's Captain Ray Kelly. He has been my mentor, and he's been my helper, and he's been my encourager since the day I started this. So I'm gonna bring in here Captain Ray.
Hey, Bob. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And good to see everybody in the chat too.
Oh God, we got a few here. I guess we're getting a few in there. So I see all kinds of people here. Johnny Drone Flyer, your partner in crime there.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
in
Johnny.
the chat there. And Mike Henrik. Hey, Mike, I know we're going to get to you all in a minute. And Mudball, I hope your friend can make it on the show today. Please.
Fisheye.
Yeah, yes, Fisheye. Yes. Susan Lee's out there. Susan, if you want to get on the show, we'd be thrilled to have you too. And we got a couple Australians out there, Northside's out there already, and some of our professionals are in the house here too. So I'm just kind of really excited to get a lot of these people on here. So what's going on with you, Captain Ray?
I tell you, Bob, it's one of those things where I had a couple of meetups with different people. Al from South Florida Drone Flyers was up here, and we got together, and I took him to 2 of my secret spots. And then I got together with Rob Kamada, and he demonstrated his M30 drone for me and everybody that was attending the prevention day at the Syosset Fire Department. So it's been fun.
Wonderful. Yeah, I tell you, that's really good. I got to fly at the police training academy here a week and a half ago here. And cool. That was tremendous. They did what's called a reality-based training facility that they built, 2 huge buildings, and they have like a classroom, they have a casino, they have all different scenarios built inside of this building to train police officers in those kinds of situations. And I think I've mentioned this before to most everybody, but it was in 100% zero zone, and I had to get an FAA COA to fly there. And it was like less than a mile from the Nellis Air Force Base runway. So I had to get approval from the tower at the Air Force Base to do it. So I have never gone through that many hoops.
That's good that you got a COA, and you got to film that facility. That's great.
It was great. And I did a little promo video for they're doing an event that's called Beyond the Badge, and they're showing my video at that event there.
Very, very nice.
So I'm going to start bringing some people in. Ray, will you stick with me for a little bit?
Yeah, I'll be more than happy. Just let me know when you want me to leave, because I know you're going to have a
problem.
crowd.
I'll kick you out when I need to. But unless, I don't know, everybody might know this or not know this yet, but in the early days of Old Farts with Drones, when I first started the group, I had about 30 members. It grew over about 2 months to 40 members. And then Captain Ray Kelly saw the group, and he started inviting people and recommending people. And today we are at 9,400 something.
That's amazing, Bob. That's
And
amazing.
I think probably by the end of the year, we'll probably be at 10,000 members. I have no clue that this could happen.
And that's a tribute to you, really. And it's amazing. I mean, you got the best group, you know. You really do. I'm telling you. And
Oh,
I'm a proud member of it.
oh well, we sure appreciate that. So the first guy I want to bring in here, I got a deep connection with. Okay, and I want to introduce you to him. He happens to be my brother-in-law, and he has been into RC aircraft about 10 years more than me. And he used to fly fixed wings all the time. And now I think he's flying drones too. But this is Steve Schlesinger.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Steve.
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
thank you, Captain Ray. Appreciate it. By the way, are you in? What service were you in? I don't know your background.
I was in the Army. I was in the Army way back in the day.
Yes,
Well,
but he was
thank
captain
you
of
for
the
your
police
service.
department.
No, Bob. I was a detective on the police department. I was a boat captain. I did fishing charters.
Yes. Captain Ray bounces between Long Island and Florida, back and forth, and he's the organizer of the South Florida Drone Meetup. I think Steve just dropped off on us. Okay, I don't know what happened.
All right.
Come back,
all
Steve.
right. He'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah, come back.
Bob, and I got good news for the South Florida Drone Meetup. We're up to 50 people that say they're coming already.
Already?
And look how far it is.
Well, we got, 6 months to go?
I know.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's gonna be a great event again. April 1st, 2023 in Jensen Beach, Florida.
Okay. Jensen Beach, Florida, April 1st, 2023. The what's it called? The Hampton Inn there?
The Hampton Inn and Suites is the official hotel.
Yep. And it's
the discount code is SFD, South Florida Drones.
Okay, SFD. And it's still like $139 you got, right, for a room?
Yes, yeah, they kept
same
the
rate as last year.
Yeah.
Audrey and I are planning on being there.
I got you down.
we're making plans. I'm going to bring Steve back in. It looks like he got back in.
I fell off. I was so excited about what Captain Ray had to say that my microphone fell apart. So
good. So Steve, I understand you're working now for a drone company, a company doing controllers for drones. Tell us what you're doing.
Okay, so the company is called FR Sky or Free Sky, and might not make a lot of sense to guys who fly DJI, but back in the day, if you fly the race quads, things with flight controllers,
which a lot of them do here.
Right, a lot of people do. So it was about 3 or 4 years ago, they had the quintessential transmitter. It was called the Tyrannus X9D Plus. And everybody who's anybody had one. And there's probably most of the people here who, if they've ever owned one, they're like, oh, I still use it, or I've got it, or whatever else. So it was kind of like the big, it was one of the first 16 channel. You needed all these channels to control the flight controller, to tell it to do all these different things. So these are all the things that are built into the DJI firmware. A lot of this stuff is done for you automatically, but when it's not, then you have to, you're using something called Betaflight, which is worked in the flight controller, and you need something that can work with 16 channels, and that was what we had. And we still have that transmitter. It still sells very well, but we've actually moved into a different line of transmitters that are for fixed wing pilots. And so completely different built from the ground up as far as the software is concerned, or the firmware built into it. A lot easier to use. So it's really designed for people who want to fly fixed wings, who don't want to mess with, they want to do simple things as far as, I want to be able to reverse servos. I want to be able to get in and edit the mixer. I want to be able, it's all computerized. It's touchscreen and color screen. It's gorgeous. And it's 24 channels, and it's dual band. So it's 2.4 gigahertz, which a lot of pretty much any other manufacturer deals with 2.4 gigahertz.
Yeah. Most drones fly on 2.4 or 5.8.
Right. And we're also 900 megahertz. So it runs both simultaneously. Okay. And so, it's been interesting. So I've been going out to flying fields around the United States, showing it off to people. And it's been, I give them the flyers. Let's see if I can, this is what the radios look like. They're running something called Ethos. So the one on the right, on your right, is the black one, and that's the X20S. And there's a smaller one on the left. And so this is the company right here. It's really known as Free Sky, but FR Sky. So cool. It's been interesting. So I've been talking to drone pilots. I've been talking to fixed wing pilots. I've been going out to air shows where they're flying the classic World War II airplanes that people built up. They spent all winter working on it. Right now, there's a bunch of guys who are buying parts, and that's the winter project. If you live in Michigan or Wisconsin or something like that, you're starting to work on your plane. And then I also talked to the guys who fly the actual turbine jets. Yeah. And those are good. $10,000 to start off with the turbine jet.
I've seen them. I've seen them. Yes. We have a airfield in Las Vegas called William Bennett Airfield here that I've gone out and watched them fly these jets. They're about 15 feet long, and
it's got to be a sight to see. It really does. I've never seen that, but
it's amazing. I mean, they're jet aircrafts, in this small version, and I mean, they rumble the whole area there, when they take off. That's it's pretty amazing.
You have to get certified to fly them too. You just can't pick up and start flying them.
No,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's a whole training thing you have to go through, and so there's.
Good.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
All right. Well, listen, Steve, I'm gonna put you on hold for a second here, and I'm gonna bring in a few more. We've got quite a few guys, but one guy that I want to bring in right now here is. We have just mentioned his name a few moments ago, and Captain Ray, you can tell us about your adventures here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I gotta say, Al is one of the best guys in the drone community.
Oh, great!
And he shares his secret spots in Florida, and I share mine.
Yeah.
Yep. I met Al at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and me and Al got to sit at a table while watching that's your granddaughter was
my granddaughter,
taking all the pictures and doing all that.
Yes, she was.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this year's meetup.
Oh yeah.
We had a little.
So what have you been up to, Al?
Well, I just came back from New York. I was up for my grandson's birthday. And I happened to fly with Captain Ray. He took me to one of his secret spots.
Two of your secret spots.
On Long Island?
On Long Island, yes.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. And then we went for breakfast, and it was a great day. I enjoy flying with Captain Ray.
I do too.
He really is. I enjoy flying with him.
And Al, the ferry that we filmed, they were doing. Go ahead. They were doing a training on it today. The Suffolk County Police were doing an active shooter training on that ferry, today, this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me 1 second.
Okay.
He's got an airplane in the background. Look at that. You can see that nice
Yeah, yeah.
Color.
Well, he worked for the airlines, Al. Just to let you know, he worked for
Yeah.
American Airlines, and
Yeah.
you know, that's what he did. He retired last year, so now I shouldn't say all he does is fly drones, but every morning just about Al is flying at sunrise.
Here
Wow.
I am. I'm back.
Okay,
Okay.
we waited for you. Yeah. So Captain Ray was just telling us you're flying every morning.
Just about. I was out this morning, and it's starting to get a little cooler here, Ray. It was only 72 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it was 69 degrees this morning when I stepped outside at
Oh,
6:30 this morning. I'm kind of on a schedule at 6:30, taking the dog out.
yeah.
So yeah.
I'm gonna probably get out tomorrow again. I usually leave the house by 5:30, 5:45.
What do you like to fly, Al?
Captain Ray there, he spoiled me with the Mavic 3.
Yeah.
I had to go out and buy one.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I have the Air 2S and I have the Mini 2 also. But
Yeah.
the Mavic 3 is just, that drone is just unbelievable.
I'm waiting until the price comes down till,
Yeah.
it seems to be dropping. I just saw you could
Yeah.
get a refurb now for $17.50 or
15.
something.
15. We found one
Really?
last night for $15.49.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, that's getting close. And I'm trying, I have to tell you, I'm kind of debating if I should do that or get the Avata. I don't know. I've been out with Tom Dowling, flying the Avata, and God, that looks fun. I mean, that really just captured me. We went out, we had a great day out there with that.
I just don't know if I can wear the goggles all the time like that, just flying like that. That's the thing that, I have the old box goggles that I fly my Air 2S and also my the Mini 2 with sometimes.
Uh-huh.
That's great for that, but I don't think I can keep them on, all that time.
Yeah.
Drive me a little crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But yesterday I had some fun with the Air 2S flying in FPV mode
Uh-huh.
out in the Everglades, and it was fun. I put it in sport mode and just let it zip around in the FPV mode, and it was fun.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was watching that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. There's something different.
Yeah. Crazy. So listen, we have a visitor from a long way away.
A long way away.
Yes, I'm going to bring him in. Dominic,
Australia.
Yeah.
Most of you guys know him, Northside Hawk here. He's coming to us from Australia.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, mate.
And
How
good
you
evening
doing,
to
buddy?
everybody else.
How are you?
What's going on?
At 6:30 a.m. here,
Yes.
and the sun hasn't risen yet.
Yeah. In the middle of the morning there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Dominic, I thought I went on a lot of live stream.
To get on and say hello to everybody from down under.
Oh, great. Yes, you're in Melbourne?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I have another business associate moved from the United States to Melbourne about a year and a half ago in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
And they had to take their 2 dogs, cost them $15,000 to move 2 dogs to Australia.
Wow.
Okay.
Because they had to be quarantined for quite a while. So they had to pay for flying them over there and then quarantining them. And it was quite an ordeal there. But I just wanted to get you in here since you woke up this early or stayed up this late.
I woke up at 10 to 6 just for you.
Oh, good.
Do you know what suburb they're in?
I don't, to be honest
okay.
with you, but I can find that out. He's working for. He's a computer expert. He's
Yeah.
been doing web design for me for web building. He building the back ends of websites for me for almost a decade here, and he's still doing that a little bit, but he's like working for some company. All of a sudden, he got a good job. He got 200,000 a year, and you know he's moving along there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm in the northern suburbs.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I know last I talked to him, he was out looking for another house. He was looking for a bigger place. So that's what he was doing there. I do business with a company in Melbourne. I buy stickers, not the old fart stickers. Not these stickers, but I buy a sticker that this company specializes in, mainly for wine bottles.
Okay.
And they do exceptional quality with foil on it.
Yeah.
And here's how the setup goes. I'm in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They're in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I placed the order. They do the proof of the artwork in Melbourne. Okay. I approve it. They send the artwork to Seoul, South Korea.
Okay.
Really?
And they print them in Korea, and then they ship them back to me, and they do this all in about 10 days.
Wow.
Good.
I mean, I'm fascinated that, how international our world is anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, huh?
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So good. What's new with you, Dominic? What are you doing?
Well, I'm waiting for the rain to stop. Because we had rain yesterday. I was waiting for the wind to stop, and I thought, oh great, looked up UAV forecast, no wind. So I got myself into a secret spot. And just as I get there, starts raining.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wind. We've had wind, then we've had rain, but they haven't been on the same days. And then I thought, oh, here we go. Just as I get there, it starts raining, and I went, oh.
Makes you feel any better, Dominic? It is pouring rain here.
Oh, okay.
It's been for 2 days.
It's starting to warm up here.
Yeah. How about you, Al? Is it raining in
We've been
Florida?
into the 70s a couple of times.
No, today it's nice out. It was. We haven't had rain now in probably about 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it's.
So, Dominic, is it turning into summer?
Well, it's slowly warming.
Yeah. Leaves are coming back on the trees.
Yep. The leaves are starting to get that spring feel. And there's the smell of spring in the air.
Uh-huh.
Now,
ready for that Christmas time sunshine.
Yeah.
Now, Dominic, how hot does it get in the middle of the summer? The hottest part of the summer?
Well, it can get out. Well, the highest temperature we've had was 115.
Okay.
Fahrenheit.
But it can average anywhere between sort of like your mid 90s to 100. And we can have that for a while.
Okay.
Wow.
It depends. It can be a dry heat depending on where the heat comes from.
Wow. All right.
The heat comes from the middle of Australia.
No.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah.
Or we can have that really humid sort of heat as well, and that's really hard.
Wow.
Got Steve and Jim in the house, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I've seen everybody. Hello to everybody in the chat that I've missed.
Yes. Anybody in the chat there, you want to jump on here? I'm going to start pulling people in here, and
I've seen, Max, the King of Kings.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I had a conversation with
He's
Max a little
driving.
earlier there. He says
Dry.
Max is working. I thought he was a full-time drone pilot, you know?
Well, he should be.
Yeah.
He's the king of things, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to bring in Uncle Bob. I know most of you guys know Uncle Bob.
Yeah,
I don't
know Bob
know.
now.
You know, Bob is retired from Sony Pictures.
Oh, okay.
And he has
Uncle
been
Bob.
How's it going, guys?
he has been one of the most prolific drone pilots. I mean, his channel. How
Yeah.
many videos have you posted this month? I mean, we're in the 5th day of the month, Bob. How many?
It's hard to say. I post about 3 times a week, something like that.
Oh my goodness! I know he's got a ton out there. I'll tell you, he is.
Yeah.
He's just. I am.
Over
I'm
500
fascinated.
now, so.
Bob, I
Yes.
started following you when you were down in Mexico. You were putting out videos in Mexico.
Yeah,
yeah.
in Mazatlan.
That's my
Yeah.
condo in Mazatlan. So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I love flying there. That's the main reason I bought my Mini 2, because I first went down there and I brought my Mavic 2 Zoom, and I'm flying it around, having a good time. And then after I brought it back and I was getting my license for a Part 107, I started finding the websites that said what to fly legally in different countries. And then I heard, oh my God, I'm flying around a drone. I could get a $10,000 fine if they caught me with it. They didn't, thank goodness. But
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
bought the Mini 2, and I sold my Mini 2 and I bought a Mini 3. So I'll be heading down the end of this month for 2 months. So I'll be filming all over Mexico for 2 months.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Look
Starting
forward
in
to
I'll keep
that.
an eye out.
So
What was that, Dominic? I didn't hear you.
I said I'll keep an eye out because I love
Well, thanks,
watching Uncle
Dominic.
Bob's channel.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Mexico's fun, and people there don't seem to mind you flying the drone. They don't get upset because I've flown it, in downtown and.
And do you
flown it on
need
the
a
beach.
special permit from the Mexican government? Or
No.
as long as it's under 249?
Yes, 250. If it's under
Yeah.
250, you're good.
Right.
So, and nobody, even police. I've flown near police. Nobody complains. You don't want to film police, or you don't want to film any government buildings, but filming like ships and people fishing and people on the beach, that's no problem.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm looking.
What's next, Bob?
What do you mean?
What video are you ready to do next? Where are you going next?
Well, actually, today I finally figured out how to live stream with my DJI Pro controller.
Okay.
And so I did my first live stream today. I flew it over because in my neighborhood, about 2 blocks away, is the ET house where they filmed the movie ET Phone Home.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wow.
So I brought my
Right.
drone pretty much right next to the house from my
Good,
house.
Annie.
Now, Bob, where are you in California?
The city's called Tahunga. I mean, the best way to explain it is Burbank has mountains behind it. If you go over the top of those mountains, that's Tahunga area.
There you are. Yeah.
Okay.
We're off the 210 freeway, so it's.
Yeah.
Okay. My son's out in Los Angeles, South Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
San
Yeah.
Pedro.
Is he a drone flyer too?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Tell him to contact me. We'll go out and shoot something.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't want to turn this show into a Southern California show, but our next guy I want to bring in is also from Southern California. Dre, we share so much together.
There he is.
Yeah,
How we doing, everybody?
Hey,
Good.
Ray.
good.
Yeah,
The best
Bob.
trip.
it makes the
Cap.
show very formal.
Al, Uncle Bob,
Yes.
Dominic. It's good to see
Yes.
everybody.
Good seeing
Good
you.
to
Dre.
see you.
evening.
I don't know if
Yeah.
everybody knows this, but Dre and I have the same exact birthday.
Yes, we do.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there you go.
We share a birthday there, and I've wished Dre a happy birthday in all my birthday videos the last few times, and so I'm thrilled to have you on, Dre. I mean, I know this is long overdue. So
Well, I
Dre is a
appreciate it.
professional in the in the San Bernardino Riverside area, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on Uncle Bob for about at least the last 8 months. Like you say, he puts out videos several times a week, and I think I sent a message to him about joining this group a while back and showing his videos and so forth. It was good to know that he has been on before, and you guys have become good friends.
Yep.
Yeah. My brother-in-law, which I think he's back on there. No, he's gone, but he's in Chino Hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's real close to me. Chino Hills, about 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
And you know, Bob, I was lucky enough to have the privilege of flying with Dre. You know, not too many guys have had that privilege.
No, that was mine. Dre Kelly, not just captain, but the ambassador of the drone community.
Yes.
Oh, that was such a great mini meetup when I met with you and Steve Carpenter, and obviously my son and his wife were there, and my wife. It was just a fun morning.
Oh, that's what we love to hear. I tell you, I certainly enjoy getting together with people here. I know we, like Tom Dowling recently, and Scott, who has taken me. We've gone out a number of times there, and I don't know if he's in the chat yet, but he's from Las Vegas now too. But I think there's something to say about this camaraderie that we all have here.
Yeah, well,
it's fun.
We all have that similar interest in drones, but I'm always interested in everybody else's background. I didn't know. I heard Uncle Bob mention that he had an engineering background, but I didn't know he worked for Sony Pictures.
Yes. But I was in IT. I was a computer geek there.
Okay. Well, the thing is here now, see, Captain Ray Kelly's son works in the industry also, the movie industry, doing shows like Dancing with the Stars and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting in our for a lot of you guys who retired now, your previous backgrounds, and I'm trying to get there in a few more years.
But I'll tell you, Dre, you're going to love being retired because retirement is great.
The best.
Well, I'll tell everybody I have these next 4.5 years I'm practicing.
Okay. That's what you got left is 4.5 years?
4.5 years.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to turn 72 in a couple months here on our December 22nd birthday. Right. And I'm still not retired. I have to lay out 2 new menus for a client here as soon as we finish this today. So I'm not going to retire until I keel over, I think.
Well, Bob, you have
retire when you're dead.
As you get older, you're more in demand.
Planning on doing. That's what my old man did.
Yeah, I think so. I don't. I totally planned on retiring when I turned 70, and I tried, and I keep getting people giving me more jobs. So
as long as you're having fun doing it, that's the most important thing.
That's the key. That's the key. If you're having fun, it ain't work.
Yeah, that's right. It's never work if you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
I want to bring back in my brother-in-law Steve here so he can meet you, Dre. There, you guys are in the same neighborhood there.
Hey,
Steve.
Ray, you're in. Are you in Riverside or San Bernardino?
I'm in the north end of San Bernardino, up near Cal State. That's where I'm exactly at in that area. Right.
And Steve's in Chino Hills.
Yeah, that's right. And then you're in that. Captain Ray is in Tahunga.
That's
I'm Bob. I'm Bob.
Bob is.
Uncle Bob's
Bob is.
Wait a minute. Wait, we got 2 Uncle Bobs here. I mean, you are Bob Dempsey. You are the real Uncle Bob here. Uncle Fuzzy
I'm
Bob.
Uncle Fuzzy Bob to his children.
Yeah. We're adults now. Yeah.
Yes.
Bob.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic. So we've got the whole Southern California flying thing going on here. Yeah, there's a nice area to fly out in Long Beach if you ever make it out there. There's a park right next to the water. Oh, it's beautiful out there.
Oh, what part of Long Beach? Out by Belmont Shores?
Somewhat close to Belmont Shores. It's actually, there's a bunch of channels that run up and down Long Beach.
Okay, Naples area.
Right, and then so there's a park called Marina Vista Park.
Okay.
All
And
right.
you go there. It's this little park. It's mostly there's a lot of rugby going on there, but it's beautiful for flying there, and it's right next to the water, so you can fly it over the channel if you're so daring, and then come back, fly over the park. Beautiful for drone flying or general FPV. And so, Bob, you were bringing up the whole concept of wearing goggles and not wearing goggles and stuff like that. Do you care to elaborate on that?
Well, I mean, I've tried. I've worn the DJI goggles. I've worn Fat Sharks, and I have to tell you, my first FPV experience was a total disaster. You know, I mean, I pushed the stick forward and the drone shot up about 200 feet in the air, and everybody around me started yelling, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" You know, and you know, I probably took off with that FPV drone about 16 times, and I crashed 16 times. You know, so I just couldn't get the hang of it. The next time was at the South Florida drone meetup, where somebody said, listen, you can fly this DJI FPV, and if you crash it or ruin it, it's not a problem. I don't, you know, I'm not holding you responsible. And they put the goggles on me and leaned me up against a pillar so I would stand still, and I flew that thing out over the bay there in where we were flying in Jensen Beach, and flew it around boats and around the shore, and I had a great time. But you know, I understand that's not FPV, really FPV, you know.
No, that's pretty much
That's
if you're
good that you did it.
You did it, yeah.
That
is FPV if you're wearing the goggles.
Yeah.
And what was the hardest thing for me, because I'm flying planes FPV, is that I'm originally a line of sight pilot, so I always knew that if I got in trouble, 'cause sometimes you look down for a second and look up, you can't see your plane. So what I always do is I hit the throttle really hard, and I could hear the plane, and I'm like, oh, there it is over there, just enough so I can find it in the sky and bring it back, right?
Yeah.
And I've done that probably 1,000 times. But when you start flying FPV, you're starting to fly so far away, you can't hear the plane anymore. And that was what really scared me the most, because I had no idea where the plane was and no reference to it. And I know that's probably the same thing when you're flying drones, is you don't have a reference point.
Yeah, really. Listen, we got one more guy waiting in the back room here that I'm going to bring in here. Michael. Hey, Michael.
Howdy, how y'all doing? Can you hear me okay?
Hey. This is Michael Wright. He is not in Southern California.
Oh, nice.
No, but it's nice. I'm outside. It's 85 degrees here in North Texas.
He's in North Texas, and
which part?
We got together.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh,
yeah.
DF Dub. All right. I was just there.
Yeah.
Just there a couple weeks ago. Beautiful. It's 85 still?
Yeah, 85. It's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice for us.
Yeah. It's a wet 85 though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm waiting for 75. Well, not as wet as Houston.
Steve and I both have one of our brother-in-laws in Paris, Texas.
Okay.
He's the city planner for Paris, Texas. Our brother-in-law Andrew, and so we kind of have a Texas connection there too.
Yeah, it's about 150 miles west or east of me. So.
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
Texas is a big state.
Oh yeah, but it's not bigger than Alaska.
No, it's 935 miles from El Paso to Texarkana.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dre, I want to get back to you. What? Tell us you got the M30, and you're doing commercial missions here with that. What's your overall opinion? Was that the best drone to buy?
Well, like always, DJI always pulls something out of their hat. And before the release date of the Mavic 3 Enterprise, this was my schedule for 2023. I was going to come to Vegas for the CES show, okay? And then I was going to come back to Vegas, which I still coming back for the Formula One race in November. Oh, yeah. That's a guarantee. I will be in Vegas for that. But since the Mavic 3 Enterprises came out, I've had to cancel my trip in January for the CES show. And so I can buy that Mavic 3 Enterprise because with that mechanical shutter, it is the heir apparent to replace that Phantom 4, which I normally use for the mapping missions that I get hired for most of the work that I conduct. So that'll be that, because your cruise sounded nice. My wife even perked her ears up a little bit about the cruise. I got saying, well, we got to, I don't have that Ray Kelly money, so I got to make choices on what I can go to. So. So I got that Captain Ray kind of money. I could go to everything, but I got to slow down.
I make it back here, Dre. I just make it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, if like I say, I know I'm still gonna try and push hard for the next 4 or 5 days to see how many people we can get signed up for the cruise. Right. I have to tell you, it's gonna be a wonderful, wonderful time. My wife is like this negotiator of negotiators. Mm-hmm. And I mean, when the last cruise we took with a group, I mean, they treated our group like we were the kings of the world there. They had special cocktail parties for us. They had special everything there. We all got to, do a lot of things that just regular passengers on the cruise didn't get to do, So
basically, make sure you guys get the Ambassador Ray Kelly package.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I have to say, Bob, Alaska is amazing. When I did my TV fishing show, I was up there, and it was one of those things where it was amazing. The wildlife, the whales, and the fishing up there is really, really one of the best fishing spots in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and
I've never flown drones there, but that's got to be awesome too.
A couple of our guides, I now have like 3 people in Anchorage that are scouting out spots to take us out on, and all 3 of them are serious fishermen, and they saying, this is tough in June because that's really when the salmon start running, and that's really the prime season for salmon fishing up there. And so it's, they're taking their time away from fishing to take us drone guys out to some beautiful places to fly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great. Going to be great.
Yep. Yeah. I'm hoping it's going to work. Yep. Doing good. Good. So, Michael, what's going on with you?
Well, I've been busy just trying to get ready for trying to build a home down in South Texas, down in the hill country. Trying to get my bids together from different contractors. And I retired 7 months ago. Well, more or less. I'm trying to. I'm getting there. Almost there.
Yeah. It's a chore.
It is. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Bob,
are you enjoying it, Bob?
I'm enjoying it.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying not going to the office, not working, for the most part. Especially getting to see the end now, finally.
Yeah.
Down to a few last projects. So,
Al, are you retired?
Yes, I am. 2 years now.
2 years. And Bob, you just retired, right?
July 1st, yeah.
Yes.
July 1st. Congratulations, Al.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sony's going to have to live without you, huh?
Well, I retired the machine that I was working on, so they don't need me anymore. And I don't have that hour and a half each way commute. So.
Oh, geez. And so how many miles was it?
You only work about 20 miles away, LA traffic time?
It's 31 miles.
31 miles. And wow. You're pretty close, Dre.
Well, I'm just, I think I'm 12 miles from my house. That's why I never decide. Once I got with the city, I've been offers to go other places, but I said I can't replace the commute. I used to work in Long Beach. That's why I'm familiar with the locations down there. But that's an hour and 25-minute one-way drive, and with traffic coming home on a Friday, that's 3 hours.
Oh man,
trying to get home.
6, 7, 8.
So I don't miss the commute at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
Listen, we got room for one more guy in this talk here.
I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out, Bob. I appreciate letting me in. Seeing all my favorite people here in the show.
Oh, Dre, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to bring in the crazy man of the drone community. Bill Thomas. Okay. If you don't know the crazy man there.
Hey, Bill. How you doing?
Hey, Bill.
Howdy, folks.
Hey, Bill.
Howdy.
How are you, Bill?
I'm pretty good. I actually got to finally got in to see my specialist about my shoulder. He's sending me for another MRI. And then he's already told me what he's going to do to fix it. He's going to disconnect it up here and then reconnect it to my bicep and then put some new stitching over top of it so it doesn't bounce and twang around again.
Oh my goodness.
And then I get to go to my neurologist and she's going to cut my back open.
Oh man. Good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck.
Well, okay. It's here's the thing, because what is it called? It's called stenosis. I figured we're old farts. We all talk about this stuff with our doctors.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's right.
it's stenosis. It's stenosis of the spine. So towards the bottom of my spine, the bones and stuff are pushing in. So I can't do number 2 very well. So I'm pretty much willing to let them open my back so I can go to the bathroom again.
Yeah. Geez.
But the thing about it was the first neurosurgeon scared the living shit out of me because he goes, "We have a 90% success rate." And I was like, what
wait a minute.
What happens in the 10? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I was like, sorry, it's already in there.
Yeah.
It's in there.
That's what my back doctor told me too. He says, we got a 95% success rate putting in a titanium spacer between the discs.
Yeah.
I said, go ahead, do it. Well, he did it. It didn't work.
No.
Oh, what? Don't say that.
I had a heart bypass about 5 years or 7 years ago now, and they told me there's like a 5% chance that you won't survive the operation. And I was like, okay, and there was 20 beds in the recovery section. And I watched them wheel 2 of those guys out covered up. I was like, oh man.
Wait a minute. Did I sign that? I don't think I dotted that I. Give me that paper back.
Yeah. I mean, I was scared. I was talking to one guy. He was my neighbor. He had the room next to me. We were chatting, and about 3-4 hours later, they wheeled him out. Wow. Yeah.
So, guys, I'm going to have to bow out. So it was a pleasure being on the show. Great seeing all you guys. Ray,
thanks, Al.
You.
Good seeing you, Al.
Guys.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you, Al.
Thanks, Bob.
I'll be down on the 18th, so I'll give you a call.
All
right. I'll be there in April, okay? I'll see you. We're going to probably stay for a little while before and after the meetup. So hopefully, Al, we can get together more.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
Al. See you in Florida.
Take care, guys. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.
Hey, you got John Flying Flynn Media in, and Dee-Wee, how you doing?
Yeah. Oh, John, jump on the call here.
Yeah, jump on.
Yeah, and Dee-Wee from Ireland, come on in. Yeah, scroll to the top. Let me try and post this again. Hold on.
Press the link again.
Let me get the link here. Hang on, I got to get my mouse working here. Okay. All right, here you go, guys. I'm going to post the link again. Jump in anytime here, all right?
Is that the secret link?
Yeah, it's no secret now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So John says he's in the car. That's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so did you see this? That the post, it was an hour ago, and old farts from Michael Cohen. Current status, nervous as hell. I test tomorrow. I'm shaking even. I wish I could take the test today and get it over with. I really, yeah. Dude, we got you back, buddy.
Yeah.
Go for it. You're gonna kick ass tomorrow. Don't worry about it. You got it.
Yeah.
What he's got his 107 test?
He's got his one. I'm assuming that's what he means. He's like, because he's saying, I've got my test tomorrow. He just posted about an hour ago. Dre and everybody saw it. He's lost some work. He needs something to get him going again. So he's hoping that he can get some business
Good
after
luck.
he gets his 107.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
You're gonna pass.
Yeah, you're gonna pass, but you're gonna have to bust your ass to get work, man. Once you get established, then you stay busy. But you're going to bust your ass to get started. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah,
you got the test.
I've had more. I've had my license for a year and a half, and I think I've got one paid job and 2 jobs I did to establish myself with some real estate people.
For exposure.
Yeah.
A lot of competition.
Yeah. So it's not easy to get started out there.
Has anybody talked to Chuck? I'm not going to say, but I think he got some good news from one of his recent videos. But I don't know if he's told anybody or not yet, so I don't want to say it and him get mad. No, I don't.
You've already spilled the beans.
Just tell us, Bill. We won't tell anybody.
There's nobody else here. Is
no one's listening.
Nobody's here.
Him and Lori doing those food videos, they got a private contractor to ask them to actually film and set up a video of them doing food videos. So that's kind of cool. So it's like some extra work from YouTube, which I thought was
definitely, definitely. That's great.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's great. Kind of thing. I've been doing some video work. I do I did a private meeting on Saturday where I had to keep it private, and of course I'm following my old farts with drones rules. No politics, but I had 2 U.S. Congress people and 1 U.S. Senator that I had to shoot video for, and I had to establish private channels for that to be broadcast to just 3 locations. So
very good, Bob.
Yeah, it's
great, Bob.
So I've learned how to do this with StreamYard and YouTube. So I was able to do it. It was not that difficult to do, but I did have to add some new equipment to my arsenal.
Hey, Bob, you got TJ in the house.
TJ.
Yeah, TJ. Oh, did he finally jump in here? He was on earlier. Oh, and Lance is here.
Yeah, I heard somebody pop in.
Yeah, that's Lance.
We heard the
Lance. What are you doing?
Selling drones.
Lance has got his camera. There's Lance.
Welcome to Parts with Drones.
Yeah.
my camcorder.
I remember those things.
I have one of those.
I still have one of those.
Yeah.
Wait. I got to say this before Lance starts talking. Lance, could you have done some foreshadowing just now?
Yeah. So you'll have to wait for Bill's show.
Yes, tonight we're going to talk about the long exposure.
How are you guys doing?
I think all of you know I'm on Bill's show also on Wednesday nights. I'm on the drone therapy show, which I have to tell you, I have more fun on that show. I don't know,
It has no direction.
It has no direction, and it could go off in a different tangent at a drop of a hat at any moment.
Squirrel moments. It's always the squirrels.
Rocky the retired's flying squirrel.
Yes.
You guys have a great show. You have a great show there. You really do.
Oh, we we have a great time there. I tell you, it's
well, the thing that we were talking about is because there's so many drone shows right now, and it's like everybody covers pretty much the same news in every show, and there's like a little minor update maybe here and there, and then everybody got pretty much the same format. It's like a 1 or 2 guest kind of deal. So we just tend to let it evolve as it goes live. So that's why it happens the way it does. Kind of cool.
Yeah. Good. So I think we're going to get Maddie to join in.
All right. Let me go out then. Let me go out. Bob, thank you for the invite. And
you're welcome, Captain Ray.
You guys, and I'll be listening. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to head out too, brother. So giving you guys some room to get some more folks in.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Bob.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you so much. We're so happy to see you.
Happy seeing you too. I'll get to Las Vegas soon, I hope.
You better. And I want to take you out to Red Rock here or something, you know?
You got it.
All right.
All right. Take care.
I want to do that. Okay.
Right. Bye-bye.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. Let's see. Maddie's not in here yet, but Lance, tell us what's going on.
So I'm playing with new cameras, of course. I got my my VHS camera out. I'm going to start to use. I've got my Osmo with my gimbal. You know, I don't. You guys have the old Osmo? Any of you guys have the old Osmo?
Yeah, I'm sure.
The Osmo 2, you know, is the small guy. This is the original. And then it's got this little.
I think where that's coming from.
I got it. Yeah, that noise is coming from you, Steve.
Kind of nice. So
thought it was made for a sec.
I am taking my daughter.
I didn't want to go say anything.
Dinner tonight. Her 18th birthday. Can you guys hear me? I don't know.
Barely. You're very faint, Lance.
I wonder why.
Yeah, you sound like you're underwater.
Yeah.
Huh.
How
Anyway,
did that sound be coming from me? I was muted.
I'm at work.
I muted you.
Am I muted now?
No.
We hear you.
Okay. So what have I done? It was nice flying with Bill the other day. Oh, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And
my farts are still dripping.
Northwest drone guys, and we had like $17,000 of drone in the air sitting on the side of a park. It's kind of cool. And we took a picture of ourselves, and we're all flying the Mavic 3, and there's 5 of us. And it's like, you know, you count those up, and DJI is making some money from us, aren't they? And so they need to please us and change some things, because I kind of ranted on a video that I sent Bill on the Fly app, and the Fly app absolutely sucks. Anyway, that's enough for me.
I got a question about the Osmo.
Yeah.
So that started off as like about a $250 little camera.
Yeah.
And then it shot up to about $400.
Sorry, Matty.
So what's your question?
Yeah, what the Osmo 2, when it came out, did it actually go down in price, or was it still about $400 for the Osmo 2?
You know, I bought it about a year or 2 ago. Anyone buy one recently? Bill, you have one?
So I'm sorry, I was reading this VidCraft thing. Say that again, Lance. No, I've never had. I've only had the Osmo Pockets, the closest gimbal camera I've had to anything like that.
Yeah. I don't recall what I paid, but this is the first one, and I really liked it. And then they got the little one, and I thought, there's no way, that sensor is way too small to have any quality of video. But it's not bad, that little small guy, and I don't have it with me here, but yeah.
Yeah, I've used the Pocket 2 to shoot like a corporate video that we did a phenomenal job of. I was, I was massively impressed with the, and I have a large Canon X10, 4K camera that this little Pocket 2, I think, did a better job. And it was, 10th of the size.
Pocket 2, what is that? Is that an Osmo, or is that a? They're
all called Osmos. They are again now. Yeah.
I guess we got PC for what, 1 or 2 models, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, no, let's go back to Osmo.
Yes. Yeah. Well, good. So, Lance, what's going on in school today?
I am teaching. Aperture priority today, and having the kids know why you want to shoot at f2.8 as opposed to f22. And I tell them at f22 I would shoot the Grand Canyon. I want everything in focus, right?
Yes.
At f28 I'm going to shoot a high school senior with a nice blurry background, right? And so I'm going to isolate that subject, and we get into that, and the kids really get into that, and they like, okay, high school seniors, yeah, that's us. We can do that, and we can set our aperture, really open it up to make it big, and then, so that's, that was really tough. I don't know if you guys are photographers or not, Bob.
Yes.
I think you are, but in high school, that was the tough thing for me to wrap my head around. Is f22 was small, f2.8 was big, and that doesn't jive, as far as numbers. It's like, the smaller the number, the smaller the hole, you would think. And I tell the kids, no, it's not the case.
Right.
It's the other way around. That's the only thing in photography that you have to kind of think backwards on. But anyway, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Steve is a photographer here.
Hi, Steve. Yep.
Steve, I'm trying to unmute you, Steve.
I am muted now. Okay.
Yeah. Steve's been a professional wedding photographer for a long time. When when I'm married into his family, he was a photographer at that point in time.
Yeah. So you get in your hand. Yeah, everything's inverse. The f22 is small. There's actually f64, which is even smaller.
Yep.
So that's what Ansel Adams used to shoot at, was f64.
Yeah, and then I really freaked the kids out and say it's ASA and not ISO when we were in the film days, right?
Yeah, I remember that. ASA, it was 400 was like, wow, that's really fast. ASA.
Yeah, and to tell them that they can change the ISO on their digital cameras. You and I, when we had film in there, we had to push the film to a 200 or a 400, but then the entire roll was that way. I couldn't change 100 to 200. Kids have it so easy nowadays where they can make that change on the fly, as you and I can now as well. But in the old days, if I bought a roll of 64 ASA, I shot at 64, and I needed to make sure I had a lot of light or that image was going to turn out.
Kodachrome 64.
Yep. That little Paul Simon.
Yeah, that's right. That was Kodachrome was 64, and then there was an Ektachrome at 64, I think, as well, right?
Yes, there was. It was a green label.
Yeah. So there was also an ISO 25 film, Panatomic. It was black and white.
Yeah.
Anyway,
can you see that?
Yeah.
So I show my kids this, and in the old days, not so old, in the early 70s,
120, right?
Yeah. They used to pack the film in these canisters that are aluminum.
Right.
And so I throw this on the table and I tell the kids to guess what it is, and they have no clue. Oh, it's a pill box.
I used to pack other things in those canisters.
Stuff you're built in there. I don't know. They try to guess what it is, and when I tell them, it's like, oh, you're kidding. And I also have a viewfinder somewhere that an old slide viewfinder that you hold. You pop the slides in the top. And
right.
Show that to them, and they're like, we don't have any idea what that is. They've never seen one.
Hey, I always kept my manicured weed in a film canister.
That's what you call rolling your film.
It used to be that was the way to carry it.
You just pulled out the pepper and
go.
Bill, I used to roll my
Same
film
in Australia, Dominic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's high tech,
Yeah, now it's high tech.
Yes.
You don't even have to bake the brownies anymore. They got them pre-made.
Yeah.
No.
You don't have to know anybody anymore.
For my pocket camera, and for some reason, I can't find it. I don't know exactly where it is at the moment, but I will find it.
I still remember the first time I went and bought pot legally for the first time. I went in, I looked at the cashier. I said, "Okay, man, I parked 3 blocks away and came through the bushes."
The engine's running, and my driver is ready to go.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, listen, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to say goodbye, say hello, whatever. We're approaching. We're been on here for longer than an hour, and I'm thrilled that everybody jumped on here. I really appreciate everybody taking their time to chit chat with us, and so let's go. Let's see, we got 6 of us still left here.
Yep.
But that's what's left here. So go ahead, Dominic. Let's hear from you. I want to tell us what's going on and what's going.
Well, it's Thursday morning here. The sun has just risen. It's a grey and pretty cloudy day, so we'll see how the day progresses, hoping to get out and have a bit of a fly because I found a nice little spot. And that's pretty much it, yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. It's great to kind of get face to face with you, Yeah. I sure enjoy it. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Michael.
Yeah, enjoyed being
Michael,
on the show.
right?
I'm going to go out ahead and fly a little bit here in a little hour or so, and enjoyed being on the show with you guys.
Oh, thank you. We want to see the plans for the new house.
I'll go.
We want to see the progress.
I'm going to be doing progress videos as I build. I am.
Hey, okay. I want to pause the show for a minute. Okay.
Sure.
We have our birthday boy in the chat room. Everybody say happy birthday to Matt Bagwell. Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Oh, and Ron Brown's birthday was this week too.
Oh, yeah, it was a few days ago. That was Monday
was Ron's birthday. So
yeah, Sunday or Monday.
Exactly.
Yep. Hey, Matt. Thanks. All right. Let's see. How about Steve Schlesinger? Let's hear your goodbyes there.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. I'll be signing autographs next week in Buttonwillow, California at Best of the West. Watching the guys fly turbine jets for 6 days, 7 days, something like that.
Wow.
So if you happen to be in Los Angeles, you want to go out to Bakersfield for some strange reason, and then drive an hour, I don't know if it's east or west, but away from Bakersfield, that's where I'll be. And looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time.
All right. Thank you. Okay. And now, Lance.
Hey, guys, do this for me. Take some really cool fall foliage in the next couple of weeks, and let's share and see what you guys come up with. Because fall is a great time to fly, and I love those orange and yellows and reds, and see what you got. So go out and have some fun and fly your drone.
Thank you.
Rains come in November, right?
All right.
So we're done in November, aren't we, Bill?
Yeah, but ours comes so fast. You have to kind of like be on it, because it comes like 2 weeks maybe.
We haven't had any color change in Las Vegas yet. Okay, it's still 90 degrees out there in the middle of the day, so we have not yet had any color change that I've noticed.
And
so
on the other end, he's on the other end.
I was going to say, in 6 months' time, I'll do the fall colors, or autumn as we call it down here. But I can do the reverse and show the greenery.
Yes, we want to see the little buds, the springtime, going out. All right, here's the man himself, Bill Thomas. Yay!
Yes, please don't forget. Bob's going to be joining us later. We have a pre-recorded video from Lance, kind of giving us an overview of long exposure with drones and stuff. Plus, he's got some stuff that he wants you to look at before we get into that subject. So be sure to turn in later when we discuss long exposure. Would you stop? It's later. Okay. Okay. Yes, but please. 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern on Coast to Coast Drones.
Okay.
Drone therapy. We all need drone therapy. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you all. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all again. We'll see you. Have a good night. Tune in at 5:30 for drone therapy. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right.